So this is a game review of my game against Mobsterlobster. Started with this move, similar to the King's Indian defense, but not. I was playing a Dutch defense for this game. The evaluation didn't like that. So I bring the knight out. Queen comes out. It's putting pressure on this pawn. Defends the pawn. Knight comes jumping in. Continued my development. Shot back in the center. Takes. I didn't take back. I castled. He took. Just like watching the evaluation here. Develops a knight. Don't think this was a good move in retrospect because it allows this check. Just like, what am I thinking? You know? And possibly it's just like, you know, I shouldn't, like, I don't know. Should have, like, prioritized getting this bishop out, I think. Trying to develop the tempo. Beat the queen around. So, sometimes don't look for the fancy moves. Well, I don't know. Looking for fancy moves can cause complications, which can lead to a win. I was able to, with my knight's dying breath, strike back in the center, but I was trying to create room for the bishop. That was the more important move. I need to create room for the bishop, so the bishop had a backup square. Just putting pressure on my position. Man, I'm curious to see what the evaluation has to say. Okay, he attacks the bishop. What the f- What the f- I don't know how to play chess well, apparently. Attacks pawn, but that's free, so I took it. He thought that he was pinning. Tempo, and save the queen. Check. Alright. Let's see what the engine has to say about my decisions. Because that evaluation bar was just like up and down, up and down. I played like crap. Played at 67.9. You can tell that speed isn't really my thing. But also, I'm not familiar with the Dutch opening, you know. This is like the first time I've ever played the Dutch, so, you know. This is the Dutch, right? Okay, so that's the red. Is it the ready? Or the retie? Retie. The retie. The retie? I'll have to, I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, so this is the Dutch defense. I think it's a cool looking thing. It's like the Sicilian, well, it's nothing like the Sicilian, but the Sicilian starts with this and this. So it's just like, you know, putting it on a different side. This isn't a good move. This wasn't a good move. Wanted this. Goes for queen side attack. So I should have... Well, he should have done that, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about me right now. So he's now attacking, trying to go for a pawn push. Okay, so dislodge the knight first. Let's say he wants to do something fancy. Okay, let's say he doesn't want to do something fancy. So what's the best move? Counterattack. Oh. And this is why I need to be more aggressive when it comes to chess. I need to be trying to punish them and not caring about the consequences, I guess. Well, I was trying to play the Dutch defense. I was trying to play classically the Dutch defense. And it's just like, no, you gotta change it. Alright, that's alright. So he did that. I should have booted the knight out first. No. He says, move your knight out of the way. Do I take? Probably not. No. So I take, he takes, I take. Okay, so we didn't do any of that. So you did that, I did this. This was a miss. Should have taken. So if I had taken, queen takes, and then thrown upon his face, blocking off this diagonal, which is pretty important. Also winning the tempo. Alright. But we didn't get that. Didn't like this, wanted to take with the rook. But this helped me later on anyway. He nerfed my bishop to oblivion. Best move. I didn't like this move. Wanted to check the king, but that just gives him a development which he wanted anyway. He was relying on that. Didn't like this, wanted to check first. Queen moves. An excellent move, but should have checked the king first. I was gonna wait on that. Best move. I thought I was, I don't know. This is a blunder. But is it a blunder if your opponent doesn't prove that it's a blunder? That's all I'm saying. Fork. I need to create an exit square for the bishop. I was considering this in the game, but I don't know. I was just like here, 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 here. So what was the best move? Oh yeah, I looked at it. So let's look at it here, here. Bishop has no exit squares. So that's a blunder, huh? I was looking at this, but I thought it was too slow. Why is this a blunder? No, that's not even why. Oh, because... obviously. And that's why that's a bad move. Okay, so should have gone here. Allows take. That doesn't work. King has to move. What? Can't move here. Can only move here. Or here. I think this is probably better. Here? Yeah, that doesn't work. What? Not even? Hang. Got a first time chat from Liberated Trader who says I can buy fake viewers. Okay, but we didn't get any of that. That happened. This wasn't a good move. So I guess this is the difference between, well, perhaps I don't know, something about prophylaxis, something about allowances. Alright, so he's attacking. Yeah, because that would have avoided that. So I guess I should have considered that. But then, I don't know, something, okay, no, yeah, that. Blunder, huh? Yeah, because I guess at a certain point there was always going to be that. That was a great move. That wasn't the move. Didn't even like that, huh? Yeah, that makes more sense. Double attack. Yeah, I didn't think that was a good move. I didn't even see the rook was hanging for a second there. Alright. Until the next one.